Hi, welcome to Teachers Shared Resources Australia. My name is Patrick, and I am presenting you today a comprehensive lesson that taps in the engagement of your students, where everyone has something to say, contribute, learn, and most importantly, write. This lesson uses Mem Fox's critically acclaimed text, I'm Australian Too, to explore visual and written literacy in a rich speaking, writing, and engaging environment for all students, whilst extending upon the text using a critical literacy lens. In this lesson, as a successful teacher, you will engage student prior and current knowledge, organize student ideas, engage in a classroom text based on the book, assess student learning and ability, all using a simplified model called Say It, Draw It, Write It. Teachers engage student thinking and analysis on a surface text level, between multiple texts and beyond the text thinking, which leads to our first resource, I See, I Think, I Wonder. This tool is great for classroom and small group discussion, encouraging students to actively read along the text and identify visual and written characteristics and themes of the book. By engaging preliminary surface level thinking, all students are given an opportunity to contribute to the classroom understanding and their own learning. Depending on your classroom, you may choose to break them into small groups for this activity, so everyone has a chance to contribute. Using the I See, Think, Wonder strategy, students can talk, write, and draw their ideas based on the text to demonstrate their understanding. By providing a range of opportunities for students to engage in the text, this allows for all voices and perspectives to be heard and shared. Prompt the students with different components of the text they can investigate. For example, literary techniques, visual techniques, using questions like, what do you see? What is the structure and meaning of the story? Students can elaborate on their examples and link it to their own knowledge and understanding of the text, and may consider consequences and implications that extend beyond the text, and voila! You've just engaged in higher order literacy thinking skills for your classroom. Once your class is fired up, you can collate all the different perspective, findings, and musings of the students in a classroom brainstorm. This allows different groups to consider things they may have missed or did not consider. It lets them benefit from the diverse thinking styles and skills of other students within the classroom. It may lead to new teaching ideas and points for future lessons. Use different colored markers to categorize like themes and ideas in the brainstorm. Not only do students love the use of color in their writing, it is visually striking for students to see the links when they refer back to their information. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's bring it back to the students. Here at Teachers Shared Resources Australia, we believe that deep, meaningful learning occurs when students are given activities that are relevant to their own lives and interests. And this is where the main activity comes in. Using the information that the classroom has generated, invite the students to imagine they or their family was featured in the text. How would they write their own story using similar techniques that the author and illustrator used, but still tells their own story? The classroom will develop their own personalized version of I'm Australian Too, featuring themselves and their peers' stories. Students can draw up their ideas in a Venn diagram for their own stories, showing what they know, what they want to find out, and what they know but might need more information on. Challenge the students to check their own understanding, opinions, and biases, and how they might go about confirming their understanding. To extend student learning, we have provided extra resources that students may wish to read about and write the perspectives of unheard voices in the text. Students can pick a refugee story and imagine what it would be like for them to live in Australia and having two identities like many characters of the text. Giving voice to others is a great way for students to engage with other texts and weave the narratives into the classroom text. At this stage, you are now engaging in critical literacy with your students, as both readers and writers need to consider the perspective of their own audience and how they're going to effectively communicate with them. They may select to write in a style for their age group, or write for lower years. You may prompt them to think critically of the author and the story that they're trying to illustrate. What language does Mem Fox use, and how is it used to shape the audience's perspectives and feelings? 8. As the teacher, you now have an array of assessment resources on your students' understanding of critical and visual literacy skills displayed throughout the lesson. But importantly, your students have materials that can guide their own story writing process. Just in case, we have also developed a brief checklist that you can use to monitor the whole class or target students if further assessment is necessary. This checklist is designed to be quick and easy to use for the classroom teacher during the lesson. This lesson can extend to a whole classroom project that the students and the school can share to friends, family, and the community, all the while engaging students in visual, critical, and creative literacy. I'm Patrick Crisostomo, bringing you another quality lesson flash by Teachers Shared Resources Australia.